Comfortable uncle. Old in my house. Brr. Anyways, what's going on in the streets? Let's find something to talk about. We got stuff to talk about, but I'll probably get off track and want attention and derail. But if there's cool people out there that want to talk about certain things, I'm cool with that too. Oh, shit. What's up, Info Warrior? Cameras. Look at this. So, can we improve it? Absolutely. We're in the middle of doing it, and then bang, gone. The funding is gone. Cameras are gone. Everything is gone. People are gone. People are going to get laid off now. Speed cameras were turned off at midnight overnight. They are no longer operational. We do know that they generated a lot of revenue for municipalities, revenue that was used for road safety initiatives. So at least Toronto is asking the province to make up for that. That's Toronto. Well, that's all of Ontario now. All this money that they put up to put up all these cameras so they can zap you and give you a bill. They're going to do away with it now that they put all the money invested it, took it, and they've created all these jobs. And, with the Trump tariffs, everything's going great over here, right? So now all these and let me tell you, I know it was the taxpayers who paid to have it all put up and all the work to be put into it. And, like, I don't think it ever should have been put up. You know what I mean? Brian Duggan. How's it going, buddy? From Scotland, eh? How's the weather in Scotland? It's a little dreary here. It's not too cold out. It's just my house is cold sometimes. Trump is dafty. It's freezing, eh? We just had our first snowfall the other day. There's quite a bit. I mean, I guess there's not much on the ground, I guess. Well, Bill Gates has warned us that we don't have to worry about global warming anymore, right? It's not a thing, but yet they're still having those big conferences and all that stuff, eh? It's weird. It's weird. Did you get the job? Yeah, I did. Did you? Did you get it? Do you want to ask me if I'm happy that I got it? Yes, I am. Not for the reasons you would think. No, I shouldn't have got it, but I got tricked and fooled. So, but you know what I mean? It's to show others, you know what I mean? I saw it from both sides, you know what I mean? I figured out quick after I made the mistake. I was like, they're handing out burgers and fries in America. Carl, you might have been had, but I knew how they had me, you know what I mean? It's not like I was a complete idiot. I asked my doctor, I did my due diligence. Government here was telling me, like my government, the ones I'm supposed to trust, right? Based on science that Fauci was giving us, that if I didn't, I had an old fellow living with me, right? My father-in-law. They told me I could kill him if I didn't get it. So you know, you know what good humans do when you're told that you could hurt somebody if you don't do something. But then again, I learned they'll always use love against you, Brian. Dirty little buggers, eh? Hmm. Big trick from the devil. Yeah, it is the devil. But hey, Anybody who played along with the devil when they realize there is God, that's not gonna be a good day, right? I mean, I'm sure Fauci feels fucking fantastic right now with the Biden pardon. But, I don't know why they do it. I don't know why I think they convince themselves that they tell you guys exactly what they're doing, and it's your fault because you're stupid and you don't catch on. No, I'm not. I'm gonna show you why. Like, you guys think Fauci's a wizard? You know what I mean? I mean, let's just say Bill Gates wrote about something before it happened, his foreknowledge. And well, when his foreknowledge and science come together, you can go check this out on YouTube. There's an Anthony Fauci quote out there before there was a pandemic saying that Donald Trump would have to deal with some sort of pandemic. Fucking weird, bro. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's like magic. It's a magic show for us all to get lost in our hate, right? Because the ones who got it are the idiots, and the ones who didn't, they fucking know it all, and they get us all hating and by you know what I mean? Devil, hey, crafty little bitch. But that's all he is a little bitch. You start showing him who's boss, and he'll run like a little girl, you know what I mean? He can't handle the truth. He can't handle the truth. Nobody can handle the truth, like, only if you're with the truth, right, Brian? You can always handle the truth if you're on the right side of truth. Never be afraid. Never be scared. Like, even if you think you're chosen from God and you think that that's the truth and you have reasons why, and you ask people to show you how you're not, and keep going, you know what I mean? They can make all the nastiest things up about you that they want. They can make you out to be a child toucher, someone who hurts and beats their wife and is like sell drugs to children, like all sorts of like you should see. You should see the lengths people will go to try to make you feel bad about yourself, make you feel like you're crazy if you only want the truth. You know what I mean? It's only the truth, eh, Brandon? Because that job thing, as much as it bugs me, you know what I mean? It'd be an easy solve too. I could show people like, hey, if we just ask the right questions to the right people, you know what I mean? Like RFK, he was gonna figure all that shit out for us, and he's a little slow on fucking draw, but word on the street is he's a sexual deviant. And well, Rabbi Shmuley might be in his mind, you know what I mean? And if the Rabbi Shmuley's in his mind, who else is in his mind? All because he wanted to he wanted to play dirty deeds. And well, now he has to perform like a bitch. You are a way clever, brother. Well, yeah, Brian. Fucking, hey, I got a whirlwind tour of fucking a mystical adventure, I'll tell you, brother. Things are not always as they seem. You know what I mean? When you think God's taking you to something, you always want to think that it's something that you want to see, right? It's always like, oh, goody, I'm gonna get some friends, and then you like in this fucking fantasy, you start figuring out, wow, there's part of my nightmare. Oh my goodness. Cool, Brian. I hope you stick around. Hopefully, maybe I can learn how to use the thing and get it, and I can start talking to people, and we can have real conversations. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing that's going to save the world is the truth. You know what I mean? And it's us come together, sharing our stories, telling the truth. You know what I mean? You know whose story I think, and I've said it for a long time. I prophesized this, Brian. I think I'm a prophet. Not one for profit though, bud. No, I'm not a Kenneth Copeland guy, okay, bud? Don't get me wrong. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But What prophecy was I gonna tell you? I'm even forgetting. It was a good one too. Which one was it? Anyways, I prophesized that Kenneth Copeland's gonna want a book. I do have that one. Brian, I wanna say, hey, I'm happy for you, but I know if you truly start seeing what's going on, you've done some heavy stuff. You're out, so, hey, kudos to you, bud. Anybody who is fucking trying to face this nightmare head on, but hey, there's one thing that always keeps me holding on, and it's the fucking thing that Christians, they don't wanna hear. They don't wanna hear. I'm a Jesus guy, Brian, okay? But I'm not a Christian, okay? Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Christian. But there's one thing that Jesus says, okay? And I hold it near and dear to my heart, and because I often wonder why I put myself through this because I do make myself miserable, and I don't like this world. I don't like her, but she's a nasty thing. Hey, and I try to do the best that I can. I try and get in the Holy Spirit and experience it the best ways that I can. But she's still hard, you know what I mean? And God knows my heart. And I got to tell you the truth. I don't like her here. She's nasty. But anyways, the thing that I hold on to, and this is where I think Christians get lost, they've got this vision of Jesus, like, saving them. You know what I mean? He's gonna whisk through the clouds, and because they participated in Sunday school every single Sunday and they never missed one, that you know what I mean? Because right now, that's what they think Jesus is. They think Jesus is rainbows, sunshine, and vibing high. You know what I mean? And you do have to vibe high when you're in Jesus, but that's the Jesus vibe, you know what I mean? The truth vibe, and when you start vibing in the truth and others see your vibration, those don't become good vibrations. You have to question your sanity and everything throughout the journey. Anyways, but I'm taking you on a whirlwind here, but let me get to the gist of it. Anyways, I think Christians are lost in their stupidity and ignorance because they just want to be happy, happy, joy, joy, and not actually face the things that they should be if they're in Christ. You know what I mean? Whereas Christ, he told me, he said, well, he had that big old speech and he said, don't stay hate this world. You're gonna fucking get a reward at the end. I'm telling you. It's gonna be a good one. Uh, but then again, is it the Christian's fault? They're looking for the right thing, aren't they? They're looking I think they're being taught to be fools. But, I agree with you, Brian, fully agree with you that I feel confident and never think that you're fully right, though, Brian. Never think that, okay? There is a possibility that Kenneth Copeland might be a good guy. But if I have to go and you have to put your chips on demon or not demon, it's not gonna be a long fucking a brain thought, you know what I mean? I'm just going, "Demon, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I have to make a choice." I've watched Kenneth enough to know that he's not teaching the right I don't even know what he's teaching. You know, blood and the juice and the just but then again, can you blame a guy, right? If people are actually gonna pay this buffoon, who like, I gotta ask these people these where in their Bible do they think that Jesus wants them to give money to the church or to these pastors. Sorry, and like it's then there's a difference between the church and the pastors. Who like who doesn't like they're gaining off your stupidity. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I know she's a tough ride out here, bud. You know who had me fooled for a bit? Have you ever looked into Roseanne Barr? Have you ever looked into that wormhole? She had me tricked and fooled for a bit, but I don't know. If you're batting for team we're calling it the land of Hanali over here, okay? Like if you're down with Hanali the way she's down with Hanali, I don't know. Hey, and I think I'm supposed to be let me tell you a secret, Brian, and I don't really want to be, but I have to be brave and strong just in case I am. You know what I mean? I think I'm the Mashiach. You know what the Jews are waiting for? Eh, and I think I'm here to help them, but I don't think they're gonna like my message, my brother. Like we gotta get them back on track. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree? Like, listen, this is I'm a simple man, Brian. I don't know how you are. I don't know how you look at things. If you get all complicated, I try and simplify it, right? So I'm like, hey, God's commands, there's 10 of them, right? There's 10 of them. So I'm like, that's not hard. When you really look over them, they're not that hard. Humans make them hard, but they're really like when you like if someone can show me which commandment on that fucking list of that, who who should be I don't know. Anyways, I look at things too simply, I guess. You know what I mean? And I think that everybody just needs to get back to basics. You know what I mean? And I just want people to get to the truth. And when I say I'm the Jewish Mashiach, I'm here to guide people to Christ, not to me, brother. Not to me. Don't take me like that. I'm not, I'm not that guy. I'm here to tell everybody that they gotta save themselves, but all the Jews gotta know that they're the Mashiach themselves. You know what I mean? And I keep saying this. People can take it any way the fuck they want. You know what I mean? It's time for people to be their own Neo or their own Trinity, their own Superman, their own Wonder Woman. Hey, if a fucking superhero, Brian, if there was one fucking superhero that could save the world without violence, who do you think it would be? I have a guess, but I'm wondering who you think it would be. You might be shocked with my guess, or maybe not. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'll let you answer, but I'll tell you mine. If you're still here. Mine is Wonder Woman for sure. She's got the ultimate weapon, you know what I mean? She could just go to one of those little things and just lasso Bill Gates, right? And say, "Hey, Bill, we got some truth telling, brother." And when she was done with Bill, she could lasso George Soros, and then, well, George Soros could tell everybody that they've been mind controlled and fucked over in the brain because that's the way George wants them to perceive things. George has done a lot of philosophizing, and he's made it his life's mission to bring your brains to his submission. Superhero, mine is the creator. All right, but I was just trying to. I'm not. I don't. I'm my own superhero. I think everybody has to be their own superhero. But in order to be a true superhero, you got to go through the truth, bud. So I look as Jesus as the character, right? The character, the name doesn't really mean anything to me. It's that character, and it's all for God. You know what I mean? It's all for the Father. At least that's what Jesus told me. Jesus told us all. I'm inside of you, and so is my Father. I've told you, if you've seen me, you've seen my Father. I connect with my Father. My Father outside of me, even though he's inside of me, the Father outside of me is much more powerful than me. I believe I'm saying this stuff right. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Uh, docile. I know M8. I don't know what M8 is. But yeah, Jesus is my character. He's my main character, you know what I mean? That's my guy. I'm just saying, if there was a live superhero and they could get it done, it would be a woman that could get her done, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think Spider-Man or Superman could do her without causing a ruckus. I think Wonder Woman, well, she'd be wise, right? Because if you're carrying the lasso of fucking truth, you got to come from the creator somehow. You know what I mean? So she could just, like I said, she don't even have to hurt them. Just wrap them around and then make them tell the truth to us, eh? And then what would we all do? We just maybe we'd all be stop being stupid to one another. You know what I mean? Maybe, but we are all in the devil's playground. But that time is coming to an end. I believe so. I believe so too, Brian. I believe that we're here to do so. You know what I mean? I'm just not saying shit to you. I wouldn't just say, "Hey, fuck, man, I'm the Mashiach. I'm the Jewish Messiah." No, I got a story that goes along with it, but and it will tell a tale of fucking humans and what they will do to your fucking brain to try and fucking beat you down, man. Listen, I've had I've had the weirdest fucking journey, but I've never been a fucking threat to anybody, and I've always been willing to talk about it. You know what I mean? I thought it was awfully weird at one time too, where you know what I mean. And this is why I hope Candace is on the right side of shit. But she seems to me that she's in Christ and she's just looking for the truth. But I just you never know, right? There are some great actors and actresses out there, right? Like Mel Gibson, he really gets you. In Braveheart, eh? That's that. Anyways, where was I going with that? Fuck. I was going somewhere. See, I get sidetracked. But no, no, it was uncomfortable. And I'm on video doing her to it. What do you think I felt saying fucking Kanye was speaking to me, fucking telling me he wrote the song Power for me? Like, this isn't just since Candace did it. I got this recorded fucking years back. Do you know what it was like being a grown man saying, "Hey, Kanye West wrote the song Power"? It's kinda uncomfortable, but I had a lot of uncomfortable moments, you know what I mean? But I just oh, but I asked for help all along the way, Brian. Where have you been the whole time, Brian? Where have you been? Usually all I get is a bunch of fucking trolls in here telling me how fucking terrible I am and fuck, trying to make me feel bad about myself somehow, but they do get mad at me because I tell the truth. Like, I think the world is a fucking big pedo protector. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't open up your eyes and or your ears and fucking hear the truth and then want the fucking truth, you know what I mean? Like, I tell these people, I'm fucking like, I work for God, so the children are fucking pretty important, right? So I try and tell these guys, like, fuck, there's elite pedophiles ruling our world, I think. And remember, just because I say this, Brian, doesn't make it true. I just question things. Like Ashley Biden, Joe Biden, his daughter, she left a diary behind one time. So it's some pretty fucking nasty shit. Shit that should be looked into and even talked about. You know what I mean? But nothing, nobody cares in this world. I can tell them, and I could say, hey, I'll show you where Ashley identifies that that's her diary as well. Like, there's no doubt that it's her diary. In fact, the guy who got the information for the diary got punished, raided, and then tried to get the reason why he was raided, and the whole fucking thing was redacted. You mean to tell me we live in a free fucking world where this can happen? But this is how stupid the world it doesn't even realize this. I keep telling them over and over and over and fucking over again. Mark Zuckerberg, because you talk about this thing, right? You put a lack of information out there. You know what I mean? On fucking purpose. He blocked shit. He blocked shit about a fucking laptop as well. He blocked a whole bunch of shit. He admitted to it. And he never got charged for treason. And nor did any of the Biden administration who was strong arming him to fucking do the shit that he did. Because it's a big fucking sideshow and nobody asks any questions. And they hold nobody responsible for what they fucking do or say. Fucking gross, man. I can sit here and pull the fucking simplest shit out and fucking tell these people Kevin Spacey got himself in a position where he had to talk everybody out of thinking he was involved with Epstein. But he ended up ratting out Bill Clinton, saying he saw Bill Clinton with young girls on Epstein's plane. And that's how he knew Epstein was bad. But he couldn't come to terms with maybe Bill Clinton was bad. It was the young girls you saw Bill Clinton with. So if Epstein bad, Bill Clinton bad too. But nobody picks up on this shit. Where was the FBI asking Kevin Spacey down his fucking throat saying, hey, bud, talk. What'd you see on Epstein's plane exactly? Because you told the world you've seen him with young girls with Clinton, right? And like Clinton, he can like fuck. I don't I don't know how you can still hold somebody in such high regard that fucking lied so terribly. He couldn't even cop up when the whole fucking world knew. Monica Lewinsky gave him a bubba, right? Like that's not an honorable man. Like it's not hard to figure this shit out, and it's not hard to figure out that Hillary Clinton's a slime bag, and like everybody used to get excited because Trump. Yeah, well, Jay Press, I'm trying to talk real life so we can fucking change it, dude. Like, I don't like living like that. I don't like fucking living like this, dude. This is not what God had planned. He didn't have fucking planned for a couple meatheads to fucking own everything. And as long as you're okay, you don't give a fuck about others. You might not realize it, dipshit. This is a channel trying to bring others together, okay? You know what I mean? I don't know. This might not be the place for you, Jay Press. Why are you pushing your luck, bud? I don't get it. You want to play Judas? Well, I guess if you're over here, you're playing with somebody strong. I let you go play out on the fucking other fields. You might fucking brain break somebody like you want to, you know what I mean? You end up really hurting somebody just out of your pure pleasure to fucking what? What is it you get out of her butt? I don't get it. What is it you fucking hate about me, bud? Is it because I can see past your dark, twisted world and I think we can solve it? And you're like, no, no. What is it you hate about me, Jay Press? Come on, tell me. Tell me so I can work on myself at least. You know what I mean? It's like when they ring a ding me through the hospital 5 times against my will, bud. It's like, hey, can I get fucking reason over here? Can I, like, if you're putting me here for violence and suicide, can I, can you fucking let me know what I did? This seems serious. Always talking politics. Jay Price, I'm waiting. Come on, bud. Show me some love. Tell me why you hate me. Hey? Or why you love to annoy me. Well, Brian, I try to be, bud. This is my problem. I got a problem with the truth, right? Just because I think something's the truth doesn't make it the truth. But if I spot shit out that I don't like, I'll point it out. You know what I mean? Things that, to question. It doesn't mean like it doesn't matter if I think somebody's bad. It they know whether they're bad or not. But my thing is if I think that what you're doing is hurting other people, then I have the responsibility to say something. Well, I try to be, but I can get very disrespectful too, Brian. Like when these guys come after me, I don't take their shit. I let them know they're in trouble. Like, don't go playing with Satan just because you want to feel good about yourself and try and make me feel bad. Because in the end, like they do make me feel bad now because I know what they're doing to themselves, right? Like I know that anything that they try and do to hurt me is only hurting themselves. And that's why I forgive them. Like I say stuff, but I forgive them because I honestly feel bad for them. They don't know. It's frustrating, you know what I mean? The amount of ignorance that they ignorance is frustrating to deal with. It's fucking it really is. God has put me through the test. Oh man. Amen. She's been a journey, J Press. She's been a journey, bud. I should go find that video for you, J Press. I'm just a mess. I'm just a puddle in the hospital. I'm fucking realizing that I'm fucking my life is fucking just I've realized she's a lie. She's just fucking clicked in, Jay Press. Like everything's a fucking lie. Here I am in fucking mental ward going, what's going on here? And Jay Press, I'm fucking I don't know why I did it, but I videoed myself just fine. And this is the moment I knew my life was a lie. And fuck, man. Oh, J Press. I don't know, man. I will. I don't know. Maybe it's because you guys just have never gotten to go through it. Well, brother, have a blessed night. If you do lives, I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, for sure, Brian. You have a good one too. Stay safe out there amongst the Amish, bud. Remember, be a true Jedi. Be with the truth. You know what I mean? Fuck the dark side. It's not really that strong. It just has mind control right now. That's all. Love from, well, bud, love from Elmer, Ontario, Canada, bud. That's where I'm from. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll bring the Scots and the Canadians together and we'll start a revolution of the minds and we'll show these people how it's done. We'll take Satan's little fucking tools here. This is the thing. I've done a documentary on my spiritual journey, bud, and there's no denying what I've went through because it's all documented. Anyways, you have a good one, Brian. And we'll show the world God is good. God is great. God is something you should appreciate. And you can't have God till you learn to appreciate yourself. And the only way to learn to appreciate yourself is through the truth. And when you go through the truth, you don't need anybody else's appreciation. Just you and God can get yourself through. That's all you need. That's all you need. She's tough. She's tough. Old Job, he showed us that. He showed us it can get tough. Everybody wants to think that God put him through that. Huh? God's not here. God was in Job. Job had to be the one to dig down deep and, have the faith in God that, he could sooner or later, Satan would fucking leave him the fuck alone. But at the end, it wouldn't really matter because, anyways, have a good one, Brian. We're going to talk to Jay Press here. Jay, you still here, bud? Because nobody's really answered me on this. Now, I did get the appreciation. I do have somebody that answered a question of mine, and I do like that person. I'm not going to say that person's name because you idiots will probably go try and find out who it is and bug them or something. But I have asked them the question before about grocery prices, right? Because I was concerned because Trump kept saying they were down, and I kept seeing TikToks of people in grocery stores going, and I was seeing the prices, and I was like, yeah, those look like the same shit over here. Crazy prices. But Donald's telling me they're going down. So so I got up on my screen right here on Fox TV. Through the roof. The prices in Scotland. Yeah, we're being set up, bud. Like I want to get you all caught up, but yeah, this world runs the way we the people want it to. I know that sounds weird to say, but essentially we decide how this world runs, right? We could have it so we can determine how rich we could all be. You know what I mean? We could, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, we all decide, and some fucking dorks called WEF and friends. They want it all. They want everything from us. Noah Harari even wants your soul. He thinks he can hack your soul. Fuck, I'll tell you, he's done a wonderful job of hacking a lot of fucking souls. But I don't know. Anyways, let me get back on this tariff stuff. Anyways, I've been trying to tell you guys there in the US of A, the best of ways that I can. The tariffs belong to you guys. You guys pay them. Because in the proposal here, alleviate food import tariffs. So if they alleviate some of the tariffs, then you guys get to pay less. See what I mean, Vern? You guys get that right? This is where it gets concerning even more, though. You know what I mean? Like, you concerned that you guys really don't know that you guys are paying the tariffs, and that when you really think about it, because I know when people throw money at you, it's like, oh, when Donald Trump throws a number like $2,000 and next year, guys, you guys all go, Donald Trump's winning for us. More money in our buckets. Yeah. Well, yeah, but if you one time we should talk, I should show you what a genius George Soros is. In fact, I don't understand how he's a genius, but I know how he's pulling his bullshit off, okay? It's in conjunction with a bunch of others. But he's one of the brain factors, okay? He tells people, like, his philosophies, his perceptions. So he knows that if he can get people to believe what he wants them to believe, you know what I mean? Then and when I say when George wants you to believe what he wants you to believe, it's not a set belief, you know what I mean? He wants to throw a whole bunch of beliefs out there. That's what he wants. He wants chaos and mayhem. It's not a set belief. He doesn't want everybody in a cult following George Soros's brain going, George, George. No, he wants us all. He wants some of us to even know that he's part of the bad team because Donald Trump has told us so. Well, Donald Trump should be smart enough to know that, well, the fourth industrial complex that Eisenhower warned him about might be the fourth industrial revolution with a new name change. You know what I mean? Who is running the show? Well, if you go take a step over George Soros's shoulder and you go down fucking Dorkma, fucking Klaus Schwab Road, you'll find his little fucking right there for everybody to see, ladies and gentlemen. Go over to the WEF website where if you're over there, say hello to Christia Freeland. Say, Carl says, hi, Christia. How's Ukraine? I got my eyes on Ukraine. And well, apparently, and I'm not making this up, I'm not jumping on the Candace bandwagon. I've been on the Ukraine bandwagon way before Candace was. I was like, what is this Azov battalion? I don't like it. And I don't like that they preoccupied the government and Zelensky slid there like a little thing bitch. Oh, nothing to be happy. What the fuck? Yeah, you would think a slogan like that, people would wake up and go, what the fuck are you talking about, Willis? No, you're not. Who would be with this organization? Who would be dumb enough to follow this stupid shit? And well, then we would see Larry Fink from BlackRock. You know what I mean? They're not in it to win it for us. And in fact, they're winning against us using our money against us. Oh my goodness. Imagine that, using our own funds to beat the fuck out of us. It's a brain war out here, Brian. I'm telling you. Canadians, we're about the dumbest sons of bitches in the fucking world, bud. I'm telling you. I knock on the Americans, but us Canadians, we're a fucking bunch of dingle dorks. I got Klaus Schwab right there on fucking video, man. And he tells me in his own fucking words, dude, I penetrate the Canadian government. And I'm like, oh, do you now? Hey, everybody. No one gives a fuck. And then the cocksucker doubles down and says, my two favorites, Trudeau and Macron. And then you got to know Macron's fucking, like, you see how this gets stupid, right? Like, he's a WEF penetrated clown too, right? Because if you follow Candace, you know that, well, Macron's not really that smart. So he had to get a push. And while the evidence that Candace showed, I don't know if it's true or not, but there was a lot of Rothschild influence Now, if I don't I've seen a lot of Rothschilds. Well, not a lot. I've seen 1 or was it a cou incest is a thing, I guess. It's the best. I don't think that. I think it's sick and gross. But the Rothschilds have had it in their brain that it's the best way to go. You know what I mean? And it all ties it back. You know what I mean? You got the W. Klaus Schwab, and I haven't even added in my favorite wizard yet. My favorite one is Bill Gates. Like, he's a magic man. Like I said, he writes out scripts for us. What he's really looking for now, if you look into what he's thinking, I think the Civil War is what's on his mind. You know what I mean? That could you imagine that, eh? A civil war. Is there a lot of shit stirrers out there? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not hard for a fellow, and I don't understand because I understand, excuse me, I do understand how dipshits hook people because they do say a lot of good things and they're willing to say a lot of things that people aren't willing to say. So they hook onto those things, even though they carry a lot of stupid shit with them. Like Nick Fuentes, eh? Who the fuck would follow that guy? I understand he points out a lot of bad shit. Well, it's I mean, shit we should know. So you know what I you gotta watch these people, you know what I mean? They're just trying to swirl pot us and not us ever get us to connect and come together and realize we're all in the same battle against the same people. It's just these little narcissists got little fucking creature monkeys out there, and they create more monkeys, and now we're all monkeys. You know what I mean? We've devolved instead of evolved. The world didn't know that we were supposed to fucking build off of each other, not build on top of each other. That's not. Anyways, I might go because it's been like 50 minutes, close to an hour, and if I go now, then I'll be able to come back later. I think. I mean, I always have the option to come back later unless, well, God wants to end my mission, which I'm okay with. But anyways, Brian, if you're still out there, it was nice to meet you, but it was nice to have someone fucking well, I've had some decent people lately. You know what I mean? I've had some decent people coming over to my channel lately. Hasn't been all trolly woolly. But anyways, everybody have a good day. Everybody who's watching, we got 4 people in there. Whoever's out there watching, have a good one. And well, maybe we'll see you guys later. Oh, I want to show one thing. I just found this really, I just wanted to get out there. So my wife went to the pot store for me, right? Before she went for to Windsor. And I asked her to get me a vape, right? I just want to show this. Like, I think this is dangerous. I don't know. Like, there's no fucking button to push on this or nothing. And it's just, you know what I mean? Like, look at this. How tiny that is. Like a little tiny juice box, eh? She imagine if someone was dumb enough to leave that just laying around where there was kids and all it would take would be a high potency fucking THC. Wow. I didn't mind the ones that were like bigger and yeah, like at least had to push the button and you could but then again, I've always watched my shit and made sure that kids could never get around it. But it just made me think of that. Something just like that, eh? But anyways, have a good one. See you guys.